2025. Whoosh. It's been too long. But we're back. We're back. So yeah, please hit that like button, do the subscribe thing, yada to the yada to the yada. Get a little better sleep. Trying to get a little earlier. We're gonna be doing some bedtime earlier after I get done with this. But yeah, appreciate you being here, and we're going to do the usual. Sorry, I had a big weekend this weekend, and some pretty interesting events. Today started off with a bang. I totaled my car. So, yep, it was my fault. No one was hurt. Everything is good. I tried to pass, and when I did it, the guy, and it was an illegal passing zone, you know, he was taking a left, and so he went, and I tried to get out of the way, but it didn't work. So he's all right, I'm all right, and cars will, you know, looks like I'm going to get my new vehicle a little early. I've been driving my vehicle for a long time. It is a 2009, or at least it was, so, yep. We will miss it, and so we are driving a rental right now, and we will figure it all out sometimes this week. So more reason why I need to kind of get good rest and just, yeah. So we had a little word with God, and we said, you know what? Yeah, we're pushing it on all ends, and so when we're behind the wheel, we're going to be very careful. So it's been a long time. I actually got a good driver discount, and so my deductible was nothing. So that was good, but that's out of the wayside. Anyway, talked to some random dude about it. Yep, we commiserated. He's got his own things going on. Personally, I'll take mine over what he's going through. So it is what it is, folks. Things happen. So we learn, we live, we move on. Yeah, so not a great way to start the Monday, but we'll figure it out. Another note, well, you know, we're just trying to get back on the horse here at the old crisis report. And yeah, I just, like I told him, I feel bad because the guy that I hit, he was just getting back to work. He was laid off for a couple months. He was just getting back to work. And so, nice guy. And yeah. So that's what's going on in this world. It's not good, but it could be worse. So we'll move on. We'll dust ourselves off, get going, and let's talk about all the stuff going on in the crisis report. Colombia v. Trump with the deportations and everything going on. People whining into the camera, mad. Anyway, seems a lot of people so far have been quite all right with the way things are going, and he's doing his thing. Promises kept. You know, he promised to do this. Well, he's doing it. So let's tell you all about it. Colombia backed down, agreed to accept deported citizens sent on U.S. military aircraft hours after President Trump threatened painful tariffs to punish the defiance to his mass deportation plans. Putin hails Lukashenko's convincing re-election in Belarus. He won. Swedish Coast Guard chased the Bulgarian ship over damaged Baltic Sea cable, according to the owner. Kremlin says it is awaiting signals from the U.S. on possible Putin-Trump meeting. Chinese property giant Vanke warns of a $6.2 billion loss last year. Trump is going to ink a new executive order today banning people that change, if you will, transitory. So, yep, that'll happen in the military and any of the programs that promote such things. Service members are going to have a new thing to deal with. NASDAQ tumbled 3.6%. Chinese venture DeepSeek weighed on the AI shares, and everybody's all freaked out because they supposedly do it much cheaper and better than the Americans. We'll see. And suspiciously, DeepSeek got hit with a malicious bug, all part and parcel to the fifth gen war that's going on. UK confirms a rare human case of bird flu. 4.1 magnitude earthquake struck off the U.S. East Coast, shaking felt in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine. Major Coca-Cola recall in Europe over chlorate content. China's DeepSeek AI says its service has been degraded due to a large-scale malicious attack. United States Defense Chief says the military will keep aiding mass deportations. Trump is going to sign an executive order to begin the process of creating next-generation missile defense shield, also known as an Iron Dome, over America. NVIDIA lost $500 billion in value as Chinese AI firm DeepSeek jolted tech shares. NVIDIA says the DeepSeek is an excellent AI advancement and a perfect example of test timing scaling. DeepSeek's work illustrates how new models can be created using that technique, leveraging widely available models and compute that is fully export control compliant. Inference requires significant numbers of NVIDIA GPUs and high-performance networking. We now have 3 scaling laws, pre-training and post-training, which continue in new test time scaling. I don't know what any of that means, but the dude from NVIDIA is stoked, so whatever it is. U.S. public health officials have been told to stop working with the World Health Organization effective immediately. Border Patrol agents near Fronton, Texas, came under fire from suspected cartel gunmen in Mexico while a group of illegal aliens were being brought across the river. Border Patrol returned fire. The illegal immigrants were prevented from crossing. Kind of a big deal. Cartels firing on our border patrol. That's not good. Justice Department is firing more than a dozen key officials who worked on special counsel Jack Smith's team, prosecuting President Donald Trump, according to Fox News. Official rapid response account for the Trump 47 White House has been launched, and that is to support President Donald J. Trump, America First agenda, and to hold the fake news accountable, is what they're saying. It's it's called Rapid Response 47. So they have the War Room now. They got that one. Buckley Carlson is a son of Tucker Carlson, is going to join Vice President J.D. Vance's press office as a deputy press secretary. Denmark said Monday that it would spend 14.6 billion kroner, $2 billion US dollars, to bolster security in the strategic Arctic region near the United States and Russia. NVIDIA has shed almost $600 billion in market cap, the biggest one-day loss in the United States history. Trump at the GOP conference says the United States has become a meritocracy again. We are a country that is based now on merit or success. President Trump says China's DeepSeek AI is a wake-up call for the U.S. There were a lot of people who were reiterating that message. Google Maps is going to update the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America after Trump did his order. EO Moldova approves 3 million cubic meters of gas loan to Transnistria. Moldova will supply 3 million cubic meters of natural gas to the Moscow-backed separatist region of Transnistria as a temporary solution to its energy crisis, officials announced Monday. Move follows the European Commission's pledge of an emergency assistance package worth 30 million euros, 31.5 million to Moldova. Funds are intended to help restore electricity and heating in Transnistria over the next 2 weeks. They've been really grappling with all this. Darkness, cold, the whole 9 yards. U.S. President Donald Trump is going to sign an executive order today which seeks to reinstate upwards of 8,000 service members who were separated from the military for refusing to receive the jibby with back pay and full benefits. Though it is not expected that many of the service members who were separated will decide to come back to active military service. I mean, why not? You've been treated like a pin cushion, and then, you get the choice taken out of it. So, I totally get it. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni says the economies of the U.S. and the EU are interconnected. Tariff war is not in anyone's interest. Red sight over the market heaven. The United States stock market lost $1 trillion due to the launch of Chinese AI DeepSeek and continues to lose. Per multiple law enforcement sources, within the last hour, Border Patrol agents near Fronton, Texas, were fired upon from the Mexico by suspected cartel gunmen as a group of illegal aliens were being brought across the river. I'm told BP returned fire. Nobody hit on either side, and that's the illegal aliens did not make it across. President of the United States, Donald Trump, targeted BRICS countries and warned that he would soon impose tariffs on steel, aluminum, copper. Brazil was severely affected by the mid-2019, forcing the government at the time to seek an agreement to reconcile activities. Canada and Mexico are reportedly on military alert and preparing to deploy troops to their borders. Comes amid the heightened tensions following United States actions related to immigration and drug trafficking issues. U.S. Secretary of Defense confirmed the deployment of additional forces to the southern border, emphasizing the need for increased security measures. Both Canada and Mexico are closely monitoring the situation. Poland's President Duda wants to destroy Nord Stream gas pipeline even more. Poland's President Duda says that the Nord Stream gas pipelines should be dismantled so that Germany would not be tempted to restore Russian supplies. Arabica coffee prices are skyrocketing and hit a record high after Trump threatened Colombia with tariffs. Iran is on track to receive Su-35 fighter jets from Russia. General of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Ali Shamdani, says that Iran has purchased Russian Su-35 aircraft. Volkswagen, ready to become a Chinese subsidiary. Yes, Volkswagen is prepared to let Chinese electric car makers take over production lines in its struggling factories, according to the Telegraph. Donald Trump now wants to relocate 100,000 Palestinians from Gaza to Albania. Trump administration is in talks with the government in Tirana about the migration of up to 100,000 Palestinians from Gaza to Albania. Latest in the SMO, after the capture of the Velika Novosilka, Russian celebrated with fireworks, while officials, Ukrainian sources, do not acknowledge the loss of the town. In the city of Toretsk, Ukrainian troops, ground troops, launched counterattacks in the northern part of the city. These counterattacks might be aimed at relieving the precarious situation at the last minute. In Kazov, the Russians made further territorial gains in the center, with other reports claiming that they compared positions in the forest, although geolocated confirmations are missing. In the Kursk region, Russia ground forces took control of the village of Nikolaevo Darino after months and months of fighting, is confirmed by the Russian Ministry of Defense. Cold War II denuclearization agreement, Nikolaev o Darimo. Yes, we are ready for that. Denuke. Israeli far-right politician Itamar Ben-Gvir. The return of residents to the Gaza Strip, southern Gaza Strip, is a picture of Hamas's victory and another humiliating part of the dead. This is not what absolute victory looks like, but rather complete surrender. Ukraine may cease to exist without serious negotiations by summer, the chief of Ukraine Secretary Budanov has said. Trump froze the relations with the EU, favoring direct ties with member states. Politico reports calling it a cold shower for EU officials. Israel violated the ceasefire deal 1,350 times, according to Hezbollah. Zelensky, we shouldn't have given up nuclear weapons. 52% of British Gen Z think that the United Kingdom would be better off place if it had stronger leaders and was in charge, who does not have to bother with parliament and elections. 33% think that the United Kingdom would be better off if the military was in charge. 67% believe that the British society must be radically changed through revolution. Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama has denied reports from Hebrew media claiming that Albania is in the discussions with the U.S. to accept 100,000 Palestinian refugees from Gaza. President Trump is in talks with El Salvador President Nayib Bukele on the creation of the Safe Third Country Agreement. Agreement would allow the United States to deport non-Salvadoran migrants to El Salvador and also block them from requesting asylum in the U.S. If DeepSeek does indeed crash, the entire American AI industry and possibly even the stock market will be considered. Bureaucrats in D.C. tried to control the technology sector in ill-advised ways. American AI firms are scrambling after a Chinese hedge fund released an impressive and uber-cheap AI model. Meta has set up 4 war rooms to dissect the DeepSeek model to see what insights it can apply to its Llama AI. Jim Acosta is expected to leave CNN. California residents have been impacted by the wildfires are now required to obtain a government orange pass to access their own properties. Representative Thomas Massey has revealed that the individual who discovered the pipe bomb at the DNC on January 6th is an active U.S. Capitol Police officer. It's an inside job, man. The plot thickens. New study warns that Americans exposed to forever chemicals in tap water face up to 33% higher risk of developing cancer. These chemicals are found in the tap water of over 150 million Americans. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will reportedly travel to Washington, D.C. next week, and he's going to be meeting with President Donald J. Trump and other senior officials, which this marking the first visit of a foreign leader since President Trump's inauguration, January 20th. So that should tell you something right there. Well, he's moving and grooving. This is what we found tonight. Not a lot, but we're getting back on the swing of things. Appreciate you being here. Please check out the links in the description. Push out Subscribe Star and Locals and become a member here. And let's just keep the intel coming. That's the most important thing. What's going on in the world. So I had a video out on PrepperNow that dropped about 45 minutes ago, hour. So if you're looking for more, you can go on over there and get that. Other than that, friends, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and do all that. Darken out the bell. And of course, stack, stock, stick to the plan. Keep your helmet swivel and your powder dry. And we will see you on the next one. God bless. Have a great evening.